Hello, my name is Thomas Grady. I'm here to discuss the true why spanking is abuse and it's not discipline, appropriate discipline. And what's good discipline? Let's start with children under the age 2. Children under age 2 don't need any real is when the proper way to teach them is this discipline means to teach. So the proper way to teach the children under age 2 is just to show them, not say no, don't do that. Just say gentle touches, and like they're because they're too young for timeout or grounding or sitting in bed early, so they need to be helped. So say if a child is biting you, if a young children under age 2 is biting you, just tell them no, no, don't bite. Don't bite me, Dad. Don't bite, Daddy. Biting hurts. Repetition is how they learn. Okay, from ages 2 to 12, I'm going to discuss the timeouts. 2 to 12, the timeout generally works for ages 2 to 12. So, here's a type of technique for timeouts. Timeouts can work for 2 to 12. Never put your child in their own room, because that's where their toys are, that's where their games, that's where their TVs are. They won't take it seriously because they'll know they'll just get. Well, I don't care. I'll just get to play with my toys and watch my movies anyway. So if you're going to discipline them, put them in a room. Put them in a room where for young children 2 to 5. I mean, children. If you're going to put them in a room 2 to 12, you put them in a room. Put them in a room with nothing in it. With nothing in it. But then put them in where nothing, no fun things in it, so where they can think about their errors. Or you can put them in a corner, chair in the corner, have them stand in the corner. It has 1 minute per their age. A 2-year-old, 2 minutes. If the child's 2, have them stand in the corner 2 minutes. 1 minute per year of their age. Sit in time 2 minutes. 2 minutes per 1 minute per their age. So 2 minutes. If a 12-year-old's acting up, 12 minutes per their age. 1 minute per their age. 2 minutes. 2-year-olds, 2 minutes. 3-year-olds, 3 minutes. So on and so forth. Here's a proper timeout technique. The timeout was the first step. You give your child. You come to if a child is doing this or something acceptable. Say they're hitting someone. You give them a warning. Say, this is your warning. Do not hit anyone. You do not hit anyone. If this comes down to your child's level, if you don't hit anyone. If you do that, because it is unacceptable behavior. If you do that again, you're going to timeout. Do you understand? Then, if the behavior continues, place them in a timeout chair, timeout room, or corner, whatever you want to call it. But not their own red room. Because like I mentioned, they won't take it serious because they'll have all their fun stuff in it. Then, when you place them in the timeout, explain to them why they're in timeout, and have them sitting in a 1 minute per their age. If they get out of timeout, keep placing them there until they sit down. And then the time does not start until the child is put. Sit down, put. And stay there. Once their time is over, come back to them, explain why. Come to their level and explain why they're in timeout. Then explain why they're in timeout. Then they ask for apology. And then they have to say, when they say, if they refuse to, they have to mean the apology. When they say sorry, it has to be a sincere apology. Otherwise, they can't get out of timeout. You have to wait 30 seconds or 1 minute or 2 to give them to come back and apologize. Also, if they refuse to say sorry, you gotta wait 30 seconds or to a couple minutes for them to come back until they're finally ready to apologize. Then when they give you apology, give them hugs. And they say ask for an apology and give them an apology, please. And give them an apology. And when they give you the apology, Ask for an apology, and then then and then they say sorry sincerely, then hugs and kisses to show them that you may discipline them, but that you did it out of love, tough love. Discipline is all about teaching. And then move on and continue what you're doing. Also, so spare the rod, spoil the child does not mean spank. Many people think that spare the rod, spoil the child means if you don't spank your children, it means you have to. And they'll be spoiled and continue to be bad children. But that's not the case. It means if you don't discipline your child, they'll continue to be bad. The rod in the Bible wasn't used to beat the sheep. It was used to guide and steer in the right direction. For example, Moses didn't use the rod to beat sheep, nor did David use the rod to beat the sheep. So, when Jesus in the New Testament said somewhere in Mark, it's better to have a millstone hung around and have children thrown to sea than to cause my little ones to stumble or something like that. I can't remember the exact quote, but spanking tends to teach children to hit or to fear the belt, and it lowers their self-esteem, or it can even crush their spirits and cause them to fear their parents. Also, another tactic for any kids for all ages is for occasions if it's close. You can also use the go to bed. If a child does something real bad, they can go to bed. They can lose a small privileges like toys for toy confiscation, or they can go to bed early or something, or they can't go to a friend's house or something, go to a party or something. For ages 13 to 18, do not use the timeout technique. Take away privileges away. Use a privilege, tell them to go to bed early or something, or lose a privilege for a week to a month or so, or 3 weeks or so, and tell them, never curse at your own children. Curse your children out, because that's intimidating. Don't grit your teeth when you're talking to them. Use a firm, authoritative voice when you're talking to any children of any age, and children is capable of this at any age, because use a good tone of voice when you're talking to children at any kind of age, because you don't want the children to be scared of you. You want the children to be able to come to you. Discipline is all about teaching, not about to intimidate, to humiliate, to embarrass. None of that. Remember, God is not into corporal punishment. He's into discipline. I know some parents who discipline their children don't without spanking it, and they don't and the kids turn out right. Timeouts and grounding and stuff, non-corporal punishments. Any non-corporal punishment will work as long as it is done consistently. Any proper non-corporal punishment would work as long as it's done consistently and is age appropriate. I'm just give you some examples of non-corporal punishments. You can watch Superman. They teach you all kinds of many kinds of different non-corporal punishments. She even has books. And I'm a huge fan of that show. I'm not saying all of it's real, but the majority of it's real. And Superman techniques tend to work. I support her 100%, and I like her. So you never give up on your children, because your children are relying on you. Okay? Hope you enjoyed my video. Thank you for watching. If I missed anything, if you have any questions, comment, make something in the comment section. Click subscribe. Click like if necessary, and click like if you like it, or dislike if you don't. Thank you. Bye. Hope you enjoyed my video.